Hi, my name is Aggie Villanueva. I'm the owner of Promotion a la carte. You may have heard of us. We're the author's promotional menu of choice. I have 2 dynamite tips for you today. They're both taken from my book, The Rewritten Word, How to Sculpt Literary Art No Matter the Genre. You use these tips and you will eliminate passive writing. I guarantee it.
The first word of a sentence can make or break it, can force it into a passive, weak sentence or a vibrant, active one. So, begin sentences with a verb, or at least an active phrase. Passive writing plagues us all. I blame it on all the antiquated grammar still taught in schools. But try this tip to automatically force an actively written sentence. It's nearly impossible to write draggy, boring sentences when you start off with energy. Verbs make as huge a difference as day and night. Sometimes I even turn my nouns into verbs just to pep up boring sentences or technical paragraphs. I've heard that called to verbify. For example, the company name Google in verb form now means to do a web search, as in, just Google me. You could even turn the noun verb into a verb by saying, people have verbed the word Google. Always choose active voice over passive. When rewriting or sculpting your work, don't allow sentences to just trickle from your pen. Work hard to create that active voice. Remember, the first word of a sentence can make or break it, can force it into a passive, weak sentence or an active, vibrant one. Check this out. When you use passive words, they force you to construct a weak, inactive sentence. Like the passive sentence I just said to you. Let me say it again. When you use passive words, they force you to construct a weak, inactive sentence. That was a passive sentence because I used words like when you use and they force. So change that sentence to begin with the word use, which is active, rather than the sluggish when you use. And you force an active construction that goes something like this. Use passive words to construct a weak, inactive sentence. That's the active voice. Let me say that again. Use passive words to construct a weak, inactive sentence. You may not choose to say it exactly this way, but this illustrates the point. And now for tip 2. One word is always better than 2. Remember, passive writing uses more words, and boring, unnecessary ones at that. That first passive sentence took 14 words. The second active rewrite used only 9 words to say the same thing with some energy behind it. 1 word is always better than 2. 2 words are always better than 3, etc., etc. Compare I slowly moved to I inched. I could go on, but that would defeat the purpose, right? Tight, active writing that not only blogs scream out for, but every type of writing and genre. Of course, passive words must be used occasionally, like the passive phrase I just said. But unless absolutely necessary, just eliminate them. The whole point is to keep your words active, even if you have to make them up. Seriously, fall in love with verbs and what they do for your writing, and readers will actively fall in love with your writing.